અશોક લેલેન્ડના પરિણામો આવી ચૂક્યા છે. એના ઉપર વાત કરવા માટે કંપનીના સીએફઓ અને ઓલ ટાઈમ ડિરેક્ટર ગોપાલ મહાદેવન આપણી સાથે જોડાઈ રહ્યા છે. એમની સાથે ચर्चा આગળ વધારીએ. सर, स्वागत है सीएनबीसी बाजार में. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका वक्त निकालने के लिए और ये पूरी जानकारी हमारे साथ शेयर करने के लिए. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सर, इस बार यही समझना चाहेंगे कि ओवरऑल ऑटो कंपनीज में मार्जिन का दबाव रहा है, लेकिन आपकी जो कंपनी है उन्होंने मार्जिन अच्छे खासे पेश किए हैं. आगे जाके किस तरह का यहाँ पे मार्जिन आउटलुक आप देख रहे हो और खास करके जो रॉ मटेरियल की कीमतें बढ़ी है उसका इतना इम्पैक्ट किस तरह से आप कैलकुलेट करके चल रहे हैं?
We are hopeful that the margins will improve on account of the following counts. One, steel prices are expected to come off in the coming quarters. Hopefully they will, and that should definitely improve margins because steel prices have been increasing month on month over the last nearly 12 months. This is one. The second one is the pricing increases that we have been able to take have been retaining much, much better. And I'm very happy to share with you that despite the pricing increases, our market share has been growing month on month over the last few months. And in the month of January, the market share was at 28.8%. The third one is that there is a lot of cost reduction initiatives that we're taking, both on the product cost as well as on overhead. So as we see revenues improving, we also see that the operating leverage will kick in. Finally, I'm also happy to announce that in the fourth quarter, as well as in the month of January, we have made some very important product launches. In the fourth quarter, we launched, tipper vehicles as well as multi-axle vehicles. There were 4 products that were launched. And very recently, we also launched the CNG ICV vehicle, and we are going to offer more from the CNG stable as well. All of this will improve our share of business, share of market, and also grow our volumes.
ओके सर, इसके ऊपर हम आगे बात करें तो जो मल्टी कमर्शियल हेवी व्हीकल का जो सेगमेंट है वहाँ पे हमने सेल्स भी इंक्रीज होते हुए दिखी थी और साथ ही एलसीवी सेगमेंट में भी हम आउटलुक समझना चाहेंगे. किस तरह से आप यहाँ पे ग्रोथ को देख रहे हैं?
I think the MHCV volumes are picking up, and as I mentioned to you, over the last few months, we have also seen the growth in the market share. We are happy to see that all our efforts are bearing fruit. We have done a complete refresh of our network. We have launched new products. Even though we raised prices, customers are appreciating the Avatar range of vehicles. The LCV business is also doing well. The only challenge we have had in LCV, actually, in terms of volumes, was because of the non-availability of semiconductors. Once the semiconductor issue kind of eases out, we will see that LCV volumes will also continue to grow. In fact, on a YTD basis, it's grown quite well over the same period last year. And I'm happy to announce that both the Avatar range and Bada Dost have been accepted very well by customers, as also the CNG vehicle that has been launched in January. A few more are, awaited in the coming months, and you will hear more from us.
Okay. सर, इसके साथ ये भी समझना चाहेंगे कि वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ को आप किस तरह से देख रहे हैं. ओवरऑल अगर हमने देखे तो आपके इस बार की ग्रोथ में हमने 2% का इजाफा देखा है, लेकिन जो एमसी मल्टी कमर्शियल हेवी व्हीकल का जो सेगमेंट है वहाँ पे हमने ईयर ऑन ईयर बेस पर थोड़ा स्लगिश होते हुए दिखा था. तो यहाँ पे वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ का आउटलुक आप किस तरह से देख के जा रहे हैं?
I think if the COVID situation, were to pass, we are going to see quite a spurt of volumes in commercial vehicles for the following reasons. The commercial vehicle industry has started to grow from Q3 of last year, but there is still quite a bit of headroom if you were to look at 2018-19 volumes. So we're still far away from those levels of volumes. The second one is there is a general expectation that our economy is going to perform much, much better than other economies in the world. So there's a lot of inherent demand within the economy itself. The third is that the average age of vehicles has actually quite gone up. It's nearly 9 to 9.5 years, which is very, very long. So there is an inherent replacement demand that we see kicking off in the coming quarters. Fourth, the bus volumes are significantly away from the peak volumes. Average volumes of total industry volumes for bus is approximately about 40,000 units. Till now, we are clocking at about 10,000 to 12,000 units per annum. So once, people start to go back to work, they start attending colleges, schools, offices, there is intercity transportation that happens, bus volumes will also start coming back. And Ashok Leyland, being a very leading player in the bus segment, not only in India, but even globally, is going to benefit from these volumes. So for us, I think if commodity prices were to come off, if COVID were to wane, if the semiconductor issue kind of again comes off, we will see quite a spurt in the total industry volume, riding on the back of the demand that will be there from the economy and also the replacement demand that will kick in. And we are pretty well placed actually to capture the upside.
ओके सर, एक आखिर में समझना चाहेंगे कि ईवी बसेस और स्टेट ट्रांसपोर्टेशन की तरफ से अभी हम देखें तो किस तरह से डिमांड आउटलुक देखने को मिल रहा है, क्या यहाँ पे फिर से डिमांड जनरेट होती हुई दिख रही है?
Your question is very valid. I think there's a lot of interest in EV buses, and we are ready to meet those demands. Very recently, we announced the 300 bus order from BMTC. We have also started to service the 40 bus order from Chandigarh. There's a lot more potential in this business because many of the state transport undertakings are looking at electric vehicles as an alternative. Light commercial vehicles also holds an important, holds a huge potential in EVs, which is why we have all our electric vehicle initiatives under Switch. So Switch UK will cater to the rest of the world, European markets. There is Switch India, which is a subsidiary of Switch UK, which will cater to the Indian and SAARC markets. And more importantly, we are also coming with a differentiated offering, which is e-mobility as a service, where customers have the opportunity to look at a pay-per-use, and which is what which the government is also looking at under the FAME 2 model. So we are looking at a complete end-to-end solution, not just a pure OE play, but also as a mobility as a service play. As we move forward, we are not only doing, making efforts for getting ready for the EV play, we are also looking at Ashok Leyland playing an important role in alternative fuels. So CNG is one, LNG is there. Then you would have hydrogen fuel cells. There is a plethora of alternative fuels that will come in. And Leyland is making all the right efforts to be a relevant player in this sector. I also wanted to add something which is away from EV, is that, our other businesses, the aftermarket, the power solutions business, the international markets are all opening up and doing exceedingly well. So we are quite hopeful that, these businesses will also start picking up in the months to come.